Oh, hello everybody. As I'm sitting here typing, I forgot that I need to speak. And it's Tuesday. And I'm finding up my other one. And hi, Darlene. I got to turn down the volume of my phone, shove it over there in the fabric for a while. And we got Karen, 2 babies, 4 grands, and Melinda. Hi, June. Hi, So Terry. I got to get this up running. But this is the block I'm making today. This is week number 3. I have them, I've been playing with them up on the wall, trying to guess what I'm doing next. It's like, I'm not peeking. Even though I did find, hi Deb, I did find that I saved this pattern last year, August 21st, 2023. And then also in this block, there is the giant flying geese units. Well, there's no way I'm going to waste the corners. So I have made 3 pinwheels so far. I will use them in making it bigger. Oh, I'm good. This happened last time. I have to shut down my tablet and come back in. And it's like checking to see who's here. Sherry Rose. But it's like another day closer, another week closer. I have to do some picking of seams. I'm still working on Ronnie's Minky back. I don't like how the Minky slips under the thread, so I'm sitting there picking. I'm a picker. If I have to, I'll enlarge the chat and won't see the picture. So then you guys just take what you get. But she's all cleaned, threaded, ready to go. I don't know if I solved the mystery already. I had the blocks placed one way. But it's like that could be because there's 4 of these blocks that I'm making today. So I'm just sitting there playing with it. It's just one of those things. I'm just playing with it. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Maureen again. Yep, again. Now it says I have to connect to the internet. It's supposed to be on the other one and it's not picking it up. So I guess I got to move the other one closer here. But I'm trying to get my chat's big enough I could read it. In June, you have been missed. You can tell by everybody up here. Oh. Last week it wouldn't come up until it was all done. It's like, come on, really? It's going to do it again this time. So I guess I just enlarged the chat. I'm not sewing anything, so I better get some M&Ms and stuff my face. Oh, yeah. I ate my lunch real fast. I sewed with Courtney during the break. Oh, did Kathy come on and I missed her? Yep. Hi, Kathy. I missed you. But week number 3 is to make this. It's called the Star Point Block. It's called the Star Point Block. And I have one up on the wall right here. And I have one made here to cut some time down. This is the block I'm making. And it consists of a very large half square triangle, 2 large flying geese units, and a square. And it's like I'm still working on hi Sam. I'm making the giant flying geese units because they are like 4.5, I think. 4.5 by 8.5, which is a very large flying geese. And I am saving the cutaways. I'm saving the cutaways, and they make a nice 3.5-inch half square triangle. So there's the first half of the goose unit. Press it up, like always. Press, press, press. And then I have the pieces. They're all marked. But I am going to be using the pinwheels that are being made from the flying geese units. They will be used on, I'm going to make it longer and a little bit wider than what it is. Because someplace here, it's 60 by 60. And I want it a little bit wider and a little bit longer. I make my quilts all for being used. So I'm making this giant goose unit. And I have to sew on each side of the line. Oh, and because I don't have a 1/4-inch foot, I forgot I have to draw my line to sew on. Because this is the only time I have to draw the line. I'm using a pencil because that's what come up first. But it's a very faint line, and I'm going to sew on it anyway. So who's going to notice? Who's going to tear apart the quilt and look? So I better draw some more lines while I'm here. Do a step at a time. And I'll put this back up. Hi, Katie. You know, M&Ms do melt in my hand. I must be a hottie. Oh, no. Ah, Tootsie Rolls melt in your pocket, too. I used to put sugar babies in my pocket. Well, they do melt to a certain percent. They become one big lump of caramely stuff. Milk does definitely melt. Hi, Mary Webb. think that's all I had to do. Yep, by looks. If not, the pencil's not that far away. But I'm just not good guessing in midair what a 1/4 inch is from the line. Always get the needle going in the down position. Same way on old machines and new machines. Earlier, when I was sewing with Courtney, I said it helps if I push the right presser foot or sewing pedal. I kept hitting the one for the brother. And it's like, I'm not sewing on the brother. So the next flying geese unit, of course, you lay where you're going to sew opposite direction. You're making like a teepee. And I'm sewing on each side of the line because I want to keep the other pieces for the next unit. I shouldn't need more than 4 of the corners to make my quilt wider, and but it's like I still make it so I don't lose it. Okay, Austin's out here now. They keep sending me messages. It's like I got to give my family my schedule and say, do not disturb. That was even dumber yet. I have to take that one off. Sure, I'm glad I know what I'm doing today. Not. That line, all of them was supposed to go the other side. Why didn't somebody catch that? So Jack and I get to have a date. It's like we always wanted to have Jack come out. Hi, Donna Armstrong. Is anybody else sewing, or are we just watching me spend time with a seam ripper? Well, you don't get to see the seam ripper because I have it a little bit too high. It's like the silent movie. Austin come in. The part he said I had here at my house, he took home yesterday. Because why would I need a solenoid for a slide out? You're working with your wonky blocks? I don't have to rip that one out. I can cut over that one. Okay. I only have to take out none on that one. Yay! Because I can sew on the line now. Then I'll draw my 1/4 inch over there. But started off on the wrong foot there. Draw my line where it's supposed to be. But we're all allowed to have lazy days. And I'm afraid to ask if the great grandkids are still sick or not. I'll just take them however I get them on Thursday. Plus, I am tired and can't multitask today. Okay. Hi, Gayla. This one doesn't have the second line sewed or drawn. Hi, Laura. Your ride home? How are you getting a ride? Or is it ride or drive? Did you get picked up? It's like, there's some blanks to be filled in that. It's like, I know you're riding or driving. Are your meds working yet, Laura? It's like, please say they are. And, well, this will be the 4th time sewing. One rip. Thank you, Gayla, for that. It's a, yeah, I've been stuck at 351 for a while now. I had 352 and then one disappeared. But I always say, it must not have been worth it. I was going to try and cut that with the seam ripper. I don't think that's what Laura bought me. I'm pretty sure it's not a seam ripper or rotary cutter. And Laura's saying hello to all. Okay. I finally got one made. I finally succeeded. Made one. And yes, Alani she was my throw up and diarrhea girl. At least Alan only had diarrhea. But it was a mess. And then it continued on Friday when they was home with their mama. And then I didn't talk to them because she said she was coming down with it. Casey invited me out for dinner. And it's like, nuh-uh. I'm staying away from them. It could be every Thursday afternoon. Yes. She's going to go down to the bar and get some tips in the other wage. She makes more money that way than getting up at 4:30 in the morning and going to work. Nah. I would take the 2 in the afternoon. She has Friday to recuperate, lay around with her kids. But I don't think she does much laying around, but that's the way it goes. Okay. So draw my other line. Yeah, it is hard to sew and type, isn't it, Lisa? I am going to send out the list on the wonky block, the addresses, as soon as I get that part done. I got to get them all written out on my paper, ready to go. I'm giving my secretary a break. I was like, she doesn't have to do everything for me. She said she would help. Wrong foot. I seen a picture of Doreen's featherweight she got today. It's a 1948. I do know that part. Her decals all look in pristine. My decals are definitely a sign she was used. Because I'm noticing where my hand goes when there's probably a lot of coveralls and blue jeans and that. Yeah, it is a black one. I know you said you would help, Laura. I just got to get my addresses. Oh, you have most of them, don't you? So I would just have to give you the one. I think there's only the one new address. I think. And if I could put my screen down, I would put my screen down, but I can't see the chat because it's not working that way. It's like, why everything's being stubborn. And then as soon as I was done, I touched it over there and it worked fine. I bring it up on my phone. I can't find the chat. Hi, Kenneth. The gentleman's in the house. It's like, we got to be good now. We don't want to give away any of our secrets. Okay, there's the plain geese units I need. Because there's one block made, 2 blocks made. This will make the 3rd block. It's like, where's some pieces? It's like, oh, okay. It's like, my count, there's a missing piece, but it's like, I'm crazy. 1, 2. Oh, because I am crazy. They're folded up. Now I have to take these giant squares. There's 2 of them. Right sides together. I draw a line down the middle and then 1/4 inch on each side. I drew the lines out. So it's a giant half square triangle. And I keep burying my ruler. I bury everything today on my desk. The new machine I'm working on, I love. I can't wait to share, but I want it to be put back together. Needs to dry first. Yeah, I can't wait to see it too. And June says, I will watch your last video. Been busy. And Terry wants to know if that refers to her. So now I have to press these open. I can't even get that to open up. Boy, I'm doing good. Set the seam. Press to the dark side. That's what I'm pressing to. Press to the dark side. Set the other seam. I don't know if it really helps or not, but everybody says press set the seam that you just sewed and then press open. I I just do as I've been told for 30 plus years. And Karen, I found a Spartan 192K at a garage sale in the cabinet for 20. It's been a couple days to get her up and running, but she purrs like a kitten now. I haven't named her. Maybe Beverly after my mama. That sounds good, Karen. Oh, Lisa, don't enable. I just finished making bowl cozies for the fussy family, so I don't need. I missed whatever because it's like I have it enlarged, so I get to see like two chats. There's I. Hi, Shirley. Now these say trim to 8.5 square. Have to find my 12-inch because that's what I have. Not gonna buy any more rulers because I don't plan on quilting forever. And before long, they're gonna have to put these in big print for old eyes. And I mean big print. Gigi my eyes just like I got Gigi my knees. Lining this up so I can trim it 8.5. And two of them discussing the Spartan. And how is Shirley doing? I know she's recuperating, but back at it, slow but sure. There's one. Almost trimmed my fingernail there. That would have been a straight cut. If I trimmed my fingernail. Oh, yes, Sandra, it is the same machine as the one I got that was broken. Only I think they made it lighter in weight and less decals. Okay. Is it the same company or a different company? Because it's like, I know people make knockoffs. They make what would I call them? Seconds, I think is what they're called. It's a Singer Spartan. Okay. I would have to look it up, and for some reason, I can't do that right now. So you're just keeping me informed. And then later tonight when I can't sleep, when I'm picking seam fuzz out of the sewing, they're clones. They just called them Spartans. Well, then I would name the Spartan after my dad, because to me a Spartan sounds like a more masculine machine, but a lightweight. So far, I've managed to stay off of looking things up, so I don't have a bunch. No zigzag, only straight. Okay. I'm trying not to look at any. I mean, I bought that one. I bought the 66. I got the 66. I got to get the belt ordered. But I have I have to get some of my closet empty. I can't play. And I have to draw out the pantograph for Coda's dinosaur. I'm going to do paw prints on his. I'm going to do dinosaur paw prints. Yes, my 66 has the motor. It's like the motor and everything runs. It's the belt. I mean, that belt, because Terry, I think you understand what a O-ring is. It's just a very rubbery ring. It's more for sealing liquids than anything. It looks like they put an O-ring on as the belt. It is the stretchiest rubber thing. I do not see any. It's not like the belt on this one, that's for sure. It's like a giant O-ring. And I know they make them in several sizes because we used to have in the farm shop this big old tray of O-rings, every size. Because my kids took all of them and had different rings on their fingers. And then it's like, where did the pieces go that we're supposed to be working on? It's like, nope. That's because my kids took them. My kids took them out of the farm toolbox. I will see if I can find what belt you need. Okay, let's see. From what I've seen so far, it shouldn't be too much. It's like, I was going to get my design board down, and I didn't. I only have 3 of them, and you think I'd have one down in reach. Because it's like, I could have had this up here. Because this is the block I'm trying to accomplish. I need 2 more of these. And then I was going to do a video, bring her up, set her up. I'm not telling Alani there's a sewing machine hidden there. I am not telling her that. Because it's like, then she might want to think she could sew. I need to take that and that and one of these. This is like playing paper dolls. You know that? It'll fall off. So I need to sew a square on top of the goose unit that way. Hello, Giovanna. And this came as a kit. Maureen seen the colors and she says, that's Sandra. And Maureen gifted me a beautiful quilt to make. Eventually, I'm going to get these gas pedals down here in the right order. And if your names go up past me too fast, then I miss what's being really said. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 simple Whoops. Just noticed it's wrong side up. This white on white. It's like I looking over there instead of doing what I was supposed to be. So, plum crazy comes out again. He's not a divorce lawyer. He's nothing but plum crazy. It fits in my house. My email's crazy. My passwords are crazy. I like the word crazy. And thank you for saying thumbs up, everybody. It says there's 38 watching and 23 thumbs up. And with this light Laura bought me, it shows that I'm doing it wrong. Thank you, Terry. Because I'm sure she's already sent me the picture of the belt. It's like we get addicted to doing different things. And it's like, it's very easy. So this one wants to come down. So I will sew this unit together. Oh, of your 66? Okay. And then I have that motor that has that, or it does, what did you say, back tack? And I do have, it says reverse. But Alani's in love with the chair. It's perfect for her. She just sits there and plays office or school. Builds Legos. Yes, aftermarket add-on. Okay, press this one the way I want it. Hi, Della. I see someone saying hi to her. So I know I missed her. And Nana Mona, I must have missed her. Okay, this one and this one. It's like I took that one off already. I need this one to sew this one on. Because I have to have the dark that way, this way. It's like, this one's, some people would say a little rough, but it's like, she's fine. She's been used. She's used and loved. And some people would probably say, why isn't she purple yet? Because I don't know if I'd want just a purple. Oh, Giovanna's leaving? Okay. Night, Giovanna. Glad you stopped by. We have to have our rest, they say. They say anyway. I sometimes think it's overrated, but or my body does. So this is this piece. So I need to take this one and sew it on here. It's like, of course, I pressed that seam opposite of what I wanted. My ironing board's my desk today. And my mister, the only mister in my house. I just had to refill it. And yes, it's purple. Thanks to Miss Laura again. The other purple one's out at my long arm. So I'll back up here again. The belt size depends on the motor it has on it. So on the 66, you would have to measure with a string. Okay. I can open it whenever. It's like only a hop, skip, and a jump away. But definitely not Thursday. After I get those two, I'm not even going to give Alani a hint that there's something hidden in that. Not even. Someday. Yeah. Like, and then the way the cabinet's designed, I have to get a cord to go from the back of the stand because the case, it plugs into an outlet right there, and then you plug an outlet into the back of the stand. So I have to get that cord made. I can plug an extension cord into it, but 25 feet is a little bit long. I'm going to get a shorter cord. I know how to wire down cords. I'd like to find a way of making it to where it's a little more wall hugging, but wall hugging is also not a good thing because then it doesn't breathe like it should. And walls will mold without airflow. Hunting for the piece because it's hooked onto the back of the machine. Hi, Zach. And how are you today? Okay. Press this the correct way. I don't have to do it twice. And this goes this way. This goes this way. And hey, Carol. Oh, now I got the hiccups. And I have my Sandra and the featherweight picture. That I got that from Sue Munger. Hi, Lori. I said, don't press it the wrong way. And I pressed it the wrong way anyway. So I have to have a little mist because it went the other way with a mist. And then when I get done here, because we don't have rain, I got to go mow my yard real fast. I mowed the back. Now I got to mow the front. Yeah, that was very nice of them to make Sue. But and then the other bobbin case is a purple on two sides, black on two sides. It's not the mix like that one with the green and the purple like your machine. It's the two sides are purple and two sides are black. But the one lid definitely is different from any of the colors on there. But it's just one of those things. Thank you, June. It's like, what the heck is that one? Why isn't this one as long as the other? Did I not trim one of the sides? Probably. That'd be me. I better check that real fast. Don't sew anymore. Try to find something here. 8.5 that way. Yeah, I didn't do that one very square. I guarantee you. Oops. Needle down. We can make it work. Just gotta do a little trim right there. I forgot to trim the 1/8 of an inch off one side. Not no biggie. Because we have to trim everything anyway. At least in my world I do. The main points are all there. All the points are still there. And then I get to open up the next envelope to see what the next step is. But I'll trim off those little pieces so that they're done before the next. Hi, Carrie. Okay, put this up here. See, I don't even know if it tells you. See, it says this should be 12.5 by 12.5. And it's going to be a little off. Because somebody, when she first started, sewed right at her quarter. So that means I'm going to have 12.25 blocks. Because I did the right on the line. Should never have sewed right on the line. That's a big no-no. It makes you come up short. My friend used to do it all the time. She was used to working in the Bon Marché alterations. And it's like, and see, Denise. Summer solstice, first day of summer is Thursday, July 20th, Pacific time, the day before your birthday. Yes, it is. It changes back and forth. It always changes just a little bit. Some days it's the 21st, some days it's the 20th. And I think there was even one summer solstice that was, hi Maritza, that was June 19th. So there's 1, 2, 3, and See, I have any trimming on this one. Just a little. This is the other one. This is the one that I needed the 1/8 off. Just needs a little shave and a haircut. So, let's see what next week brings. Because here's number 4. It's like, I might have to move them over. Cover up Thursday's block, but I won't do that till next week. It's called the Star Point block. Because it's, if I had enough of these around here, it's like, see, it makes a giant star. But it needs the corners filled in. So it's a giant star block. So it's called Star Point because it's 1/4 of the star plus. But it's called the Star Point block. Okay, so here goes the peak. Here goes the peak. Oh no, I get to make more flying geese. I get to make 4 flying geese for next week. It's called large half square triangle and large flying geese blocks. So that's next week. That's my block for next week. I have to make, figure out where my finger goes. Half square triangle and then the goose unit. It's like they're going to be very simple to make. And then they always tell you to grab. It's like, grab down, make a mess with your other pieces of material. They always say, grab out the pieces you need for next week. It says I need 2 10.5-inch squares of A fabric. And 8 of D fabric. So this is why you never get to put your pattern up. It says on A, I need 2 10.5 by 10.5 squares, which they was cut in the beginning. I need a color D, which is the green and white. It says I need 8 9.5 by 9.5, which that's right here. And I need 2 of I, which is these 2 right here. So I must be going to be making some units out of some big blocks. It's like, I don't know. Got to read ahead and see how it's done. This is the tray of the fabric. This is week number 4, evidently, our spacers. And then this is the binding. This is all leftover pieces here. And then I ordered 2 beautiful fabrics to go with it. to make it bigger and wider and longer. And this is gonna be my border. It's the same, it's lilac, the same fabric. And then I'm going to use some green and make a stripe with this. Going to put a little stripe of sorts. So if I have enough of this to make the binding with the bigger one, then I'll keep it that way. If not, the binding will be made with the green. I got 44 watching and 34 thumbs up. Good. That's good. I'm glad everybody is. Because Nancy, thank you again. But I just love all the colors. And I had to buy this fabric because it was on sale for $9 a yard. So I figured, grab it now. June. I miss June. How are you going to be able to take advantage of lower asthma medicine prices they announced last week? I thought of you when I heard the news. Oh no. Everything's going up. Hi, Linda Denton. But I think with the scraps I have, I can come up with something. And then I already have the 5. I already have the pinwheel blocks from the leftovers there. So I'm sure I can come up with other blocks. Put that empty envelope. I needed an envelope to mail a letter, and I didn't have any. Here, Maureen, give me 4 of them. See, that block's done. But it's like everybody's still saying their hellos. Oops. I am going to get a little rubber cap for that. I have out in my pickup because we have the bug shields on it. They sell the little plastic clear bumpers. Oh, my nose itches. Do I have money in the mail or company coming? I don't know what an itchy nose stands for. Okay, it says use the 5, this one and this one. Denise to Sandra. I just clicked on the thumbs up. The hand went away. Only the number left. The thumbs down hand is still there. When I hover over the thumbs up, the word likes, unlike pops up. Okay. It says I have 49 watching now and 38 thumbs up. So you find the right sides and the wrong sides of the material and see what it says for me to do. Right side, wrong side. Right side, wrong side. Okay, both my wrong sides are up. And it says, draw that lovely line. And being it's a 10.5-inch block, I need a longer ruler. That's a quarter. That's a quarter. What? YouTube seems to be interfering again. Is it? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I keep getting these messages. Oh, it's Austin and Casey and them. So it's like, My granddaughter up in Alaska had snow today. Yet 17 degrees yesterday and 35 today. Yes, Kathy, she's already put your channel up. It's like, I remember seeing it earlier. Lisa, did you hear like 4 repeats of Sandra talking just now? Did I just talk 4 times? Did I? Is there things going on with the YouTube? And Nancy said not her, and June said not her. Okay. I know I've been having internet issues. Only heard me once. Okay. I know I repeat a lot, but I don't want to repeat that many times. I really don't want to repeat that many times. Okay, right side's up, right side down. And on these beans, these are these great big huge blocks. I do like the pin because transferring them over, because I don't use the extended tables. Yeah, she's crazy, Denise. It's like, now with my hearing, well, that took me too long. It is 14-inch belt. That machine is heavy. Yeah, they are that. See who's talking to who. It's a group message I'm in, but it's like, you know what? They can wait for me. Mine is not in a cabinet. It's on my dresser. Yeah. Well, right now on top of my cabinet is Miss Alani's Lego that she was building. But I have to move the other cabinet that's on wheels because I want to put my cabinet on wheels so I can move it when I vacuum easier. And I can't open it with that one right next to it. The one right next to it's a half-inch too tall. That's awful close, but it's a half-inch too tall. The wheels that lock, yeah. And so I'm trying to find, because I figure I'll have to take her out of the whole cabinet because I'll have to turn it on its side to do it. But it's like, it'd be worth it. Press the right foot. And then I'll just put one little 1x2, whatever I can fit down there, to make the whole bottom of the cabinet. Then I might put a note. The wheels were added 2024. It's like I have the file cabinet wheel, but it doesn't adjust that big. But I have for cleaning right now, I have those big round plastics that you put under to slide on carpet. But the wheels would just make it, raise it up enough because it's a little short for me. I like a little better height. Yeah. Yeah, that whatever the click was, quit. I don't know. It sounded like it was coming behind here. I took off there. There was one little piece of lint, but I didn't think the lint would make it click like that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that lint needed gone. But I have 40 thumbs up now. I was gonna quit, but these are so easy to do. I thought I will just draw the line and do it. So I'm curious. When they said I had to make a half square triangle block, I didn't think it was this big because it shows it compared to a four and a half by 8.5 flying geese unit. But I totally 41 watching and 41 thumbs up. Yay! That doesn't happen very often, does it? I got as many thumbs as watching. Yay, that's good. Hi, Teresa. I am sewing on the binding on a calliope quilt. It's like the only things I need to do is pick the seams. And is there anybody on here that hasn't seen the cancer quilt I made for my daughter? I can show you that. I call it bottoms up. It's actually called cat holes. And I might take that to her on Friday. Well, you can see it here in just a second, Teresa. Because I need to stand up anyway. Excuse me. I don't want to knock anything on the floor. It's definitely a conversation piece. I quilted it with the cancer ribbons. I don't know how well you can see them. It's a repeat cancer ribbon. This minky is just, I love it. And then gotta make sure I get right side up. Yep. Here is her cancer quilt to take for her chemo and to the hospital for her surgery. That's the first part of it. And then I'll fold it in half and show you the bottom half. But it's called cat holes. And all the cats are made in cancer ribbon colors. So there's her ovarian cancer teal, which is her back of her quilt also. There's her dad's pancreatic cancer purple, her brother's childhood cancer quilt, prostate, leukemia, It's like there's so many to name. There's 12 cats, 12 ribbons. Skin cancer is the black cat. And it's definitely a conversation piece. It is definitely a conversation piece. But as June 24th gets closer and closer, it's harder and harder. It's like, it is rough. Surgery time. Oops. I didn't bring my countertop back with me. Yes, thank you, Lisa, again for the pattern. They do. Every time I look at them, a different cat's hole stands out more than each day. It's a different cat. And then I have the two floozies, as I call them, in the corners. Well, that's what they look like. And their name's Sally. Sally, Ethel, and Fred. But it's like, Alani would probably name them all. Katie finished her quilt. Time to clean up and take a break. Yeah. My break is picking the Minky and drawing the next panto. Well, I know she will, Maureen. It's like, I'm going to video giving it to her. I'm going to show them. This is their half. This is their half square triangle. 9.5 inches. It's like had to make 4 of them, and then they have to be trimmed to 4.5. I need to pull this back over. Any boards come in handy for all sorts of things. Countertops, desks, high chair trays. The other day. Okay, now what's it say here? Oh my. Do you know how big this flying goose is when it's done? Yes, the whole pattern is called Lilac Garden. Do you want to know how big this flying geese unit is? It's like, these geese are that big. 18.5 inches. Oh my. These goose won't fit in my roaster pan. Yes, the corner girls are my floozies. It's like, I want to take a picture of the quilt outside. I got to find somebody to hold it up outside. Yep. And but it's just one of those things. That's a big flying goose. Do you know how big these pinwheels are going to be? Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Bailey can help me. Well, yesterday was it? When we was doing our June, Marlon and Carrie and I, we get together every evening. And Bailey, she jumped up like she does. She put her feet up on me. And then told her to get down. So she puts her feet up on the edge of the ironing board. I thought, what are you doing, girl? Wow. With the 18.5 by 9.5 and the 9.5 draw lines corner to corner on the wrong side of all the D squares. Yep. Traditional. Maureen, Sandra, prayers for Ronnie. I've been praying for her since we first heard, and we'll keep praying until she's all better. The numbers are down. Her CA 125 used to be over 3,000. It is at 167. It's like, which is a good number. It is a good number. I have to do this 8 more times or 7 more times. But it's like, my sewing with friends doesn't quit when I leave here. If it's, and it could be Courtney that I get back on with later. I never know who I'm going to be with, but I'm not by myself. Sometimes they probably wish I was, because I'm in the worst time zone. When it's 9 o'clock my time, it's midnight for two of them and 11 for the other. But after I had the grandkids, they was all worried about me. They said that we was quitting at my time, at my 9 o'clock my time, midnight their time, because they said I needed my rest. But here lately, our youngest one of the group's been the party pooper, Miss Carrie. She's wearing out at midnight. Found my lines for these huge. I never thought those. Yeah, those aren't. They don't look like 4.5s now. They're definitely huge. I've never made a flying goose this big. There's going to be some pins involved. Definitely going to be some pins involved. That's one thing with the bigger pieces. Pins get involved. An albatross. Yeah. It's like a condor, some prehistoric pterodactyl. There we go. Because that's huge. I can't put that on. I could put all my design boards up here and barely get it on there. I have that one that's 20 by something down there. But that's a huge flying goose. I got to make one. I have to make one. Just so we can see this gigantic seabird. Okay. Right side. Denise went to elementary school promotion and awards this morning. Auditorium full of new littles conceived last fall. I just wanted to give them all a hug. Yes. Does anyone need a link to Rita's, Teresa Louise, Mom and Pop, Tiffany, Becca, or any other creator? If If somebody wants to share one, if you let Lisa know, it's like she will try to find them. Lisa's good for that. It's like, I must put the pins back in the drawer. Nope. Step number 2, borrow Alani's. Well, heck, that's not even there. I moved Alani's. Where did I move Alani's to? I have a pin monster. I only have so many drawers to sit them in. Oh, it's under the goose. I just saw the Sunbeam link. Who is that, Lisa? And I was already subscribed and I saw the scrap video. Okay. I know for me to go back, I have to wait till tonight. I saved it and then watched the replay for the chat. I have to make this one of these huge monstrosities. Oh, wrong presser foot. Foot press. Yeah. Wrong gas pedal. The brother doesn't help it so. I'm not going to make these into a giant pinwheel, the extra. It's like, might be able to make them into something else. I watched a couple episodes when they pop up, Teresa. I don't know a lot, but I really enjoyed them. Marie's channel, she will be on 11 or 10. She coming on later in the day. At least those are hours that, see, 10 would be 7. Yeah. I have to go back to setting my alarm. And she's on for about an hour, isn't she? I think that's why I keep missing her. Because I wake up at 7:47 and have to hit the little girl's room. Okay, just alternating weeks. Okay. I can't keep track of my own schedule. Because it's like, I don't know when I get great grands. Doesn't matter. I accept them. Enjoy them. Okay, trim that giant part of the wing off. As long as I sewed in the right spot. There to there, there to there. Oh, slide it up. That's a huge half square triangle there. Press. Press, press, press. Set the seam. The mark won't disappear because it's pencil. Press to the dark side. Anyone need Shady Susan? So Terry, I think we all about have those two especially. I don't know. Who's Terry? I've never heard of the lady. He's like, just kidding. Okay, take the next piece. And this goes in that corner. This comes up here. Love my playing with huge blocks. This is like Duplo. Duplo versus the Legos and the Lego minis. And is that who you are? She has a beautiful doorstop that I love that she foiled. I love her doorstop or paperweight or whatever she's using it. She's beautiful. Wrong gas pedal. Sure glad that my sewing machine's unplugged. We would have been hearing that thing. Yeah, my Tutti. Yeah, your Electra Tutti Frutti. Yep, she is beautiful. I'd love that one too. It's like there are sewing machines. We make them what they are. It's like if my kids wouldn't be shocked if I made a purple one. This one purple. But I could express myself more with the the cha-ching. It's like I don't know how much it costs for all the parts, but I can just imagine because I've seen the prices of some of these, even custom painted ones. They're not cheap. Your granddaughter took her first Regent exam today. It would cost me what it would cost to buy a machine. The $1,000 price, is that the one you're talking about? That price? Some of these people is like if I would have really thought and tried and planned and yeah. There's that one. Okay, I'm gonna reach for that other board. At least 500 for parts. The motor is about 150. The hook is 75 to 100, etc. Even the bobbin case is up there. Oh, yeah. And switching to the bigger design wall, because this is the tiny goose block. That is humongous. What do you think of the size of that block? That is huge. Yeah, isn't it? And I have to make sure it's like 9.5 by, I have a 18-inch ruler. Yep, that's a half inch there. It's like, wow. Now I'm curious where it really gonna go. Maureen, can I peek? Can I peek? Can I peek? It's like, now I am really curious. These are the last blocks. This is the last of the material. So the next week is just the placements. But I can save these last gigantic flying geese. I will get them done before next week. I will not look. But I will get these big pieces done. And then we will do the placing together next week. But I will be here on next Tuesday. And I want to welcome you guys all to come back to see the rest of it come together. I won't put it together on the wall. I'm not even going to open that envelope till next week. But I'll get these big pieces, the rest of them done. Because I only had to make 4 of these, I think it is. See, I can't even remember now. Yeah, 4 of each unit. So here's the other one. Now I'm lost and confused how I would even... Oh! A giant star in the middle. Because this would be like a corner here or here. See, my brain's already working. It's like thinking ahead. Hi, Northern Willows. I've been watching. See you on Tuesday. Okay. And if I get where I want to... Well, I wonder if I ran out of bobbin thread. It's like, this piece is only part sewed. It has holes all the way down. And everything else is sewed. I guess I better go back and sew this piece. But we will be back on next Tuesday. And if you miss me, you know where to find me. Over on Kathy's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Sometimes I'm late. It's like I have so many things to do. Like today, I mowed my lawn during the Kathy's live, so I was missing in action. Austin needed me to do something. It wasn't raining. He started the lawnmower, and I went out and I mowed fast. 53 degrees. I was cold. Yeah. I think it's going to make a star off of the center block that's already there somehow. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's an innie, maybe it's an outie. It's like I'm not peeking. I'm not peeking. I could peek, but it's like takes the fun away. It's like that envelope will still be sealed when I come on next Tuesday. I might play with the blocks on the wall. It's like I'm in Washington State and it was 53 when I mowed my lawn. We have winds that are probably 30 miles an hour. That's a steady wind, and our gusts of wind are ridiculous. But they keep saying it's supposed to rain for the next few days. So I wanted to get it mowed while I could because I can jump start it, but right now with that switch out, I have to stay seated on the seat of the riding lawnmower, reach up over the motor casing, touch the pliers to two nuts, and try staying seated. But we will be back next Tuesday. Come see what it's going to be. It's like, but I just want to thank you all for attending. Lisa for Terry and June and all my moderators for doing their job. And there, it's pressed. We'll see you next Tuesday, if not tomorrow on Kathy's. Bye, everybody. Now I can't find them. It's under the. Now I got to find the in stream. Oh, I always write the message first. There we go. We'll see you later. Bye.